Okay, so now we're going to kick it up a notch. You want to make sure that you change your setting to the hard level. And basically at this level, what they're going to start doing is they're going to introduce some negative numbers. And you'll see how that works in a second. So again, the same rules apply. We're going to put these tiles into this rectangle, following the same rules as we did before. But if you notice, when I go to set this up, I'm going to have these gaps. They don't give us enough blocks. And just like they give us a hint up here that if necessary, we have to add 0 pairs to fill the rectangle. You can click on that to basically, they'll tell you the same thing I'm going to tell you right now. A 0 pair is basically when we combine a negative x and a positive x, well, that makes 0. So I'm going to drag an x over here into this blank and a negative x, which I have to rotate, down here. And if you notice, we have now completed step 1. Now here's where it gets a little bit tricky, but once you learn how to do this, it's not as difficult. We're going to put our tiles on the outside here to figure out what our factors are. Now you might think that because we have nothing but red tiles, that that's what we use for our units. Let's look what happens when we do that. Notice how it says that my factors now are x minus 3 over here on this side and x minus 1 on the bottom, which does not equal x squared plus 3x minus 3. And notice too, this middle term, 3x minus 3, simplifies to be the 2x that we're trying to solve. But the reason why they leave it in this form, the reason why they're not combining it, is to help you out to know what to put on the outside of here when we go to factor it. Notice how this is a negative 1x. That means I'm only going to have one negative 1. Notice how this says it's a 3x. That means I'm going to need 3 positive 1 units. So I'm going to throw these in the trash. And now watch what happens when I drag 3 of these yellow tiles down here. It all works out. And the reason being, a negative 1 times a positive 1 gives us a negative 1. If I had a negative 1 tile as I had before, a negative 1 times a negative 1 would make this a positive 1. So this is why we need 3 of these to be positive 1 units, and only 1 is going to be negative. So what you're going to do is you're going to clear this, or just hit new, and you are going to do this now for 3 more problems, and then submit your answers just like you did before. You can read step 4 to know how to do this. Good luck, and I look forward to seeing your results.